So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today taking on Chelsea and Olympiacos, both games at home. And you can see Daniel Sturridge there, 19 goals for the season, up there with Harry Kane and Jermaine Defoe. Bournemouth must be having a pretty good season. So let's have a look at the lineup we're going for. We're going to go for an 85 spirit. We're going to keep Shaw in the side. So I could bring in Hernandez today, but even that drops me down to the 81. And I want to keep that spirit as high as possible against the likes of Chelsea. I'm going to bring in Lindelof as right back instead of Valencia, because Valencia's on red, knackered. And I'm also going to play him instead of Darmian. I know Darmian is technically, obviously, meant to be more of a fullback, a wingback, whatever. But I don't know, you look at the stats of these two players, and sort of Lindelof just shines ahead of the rest when it comes to him. He's a little bit better on explosive power, well, one. Same speed, better kicking power, ball winnings there, defensive prowess, heading. I mean, he's just overall pretty solid. So I'm going to start Lindelof as a right back. Matic, Pogba, Sanchez, Rashford, Martial, Lukaku up for it. Looking good. So that looks good to me. Advanced instructions. We're going to go centering targets. I'm going to go for deep defensive line, or should we tight mark? I'm not going to tight mark, actually, because sometimes when you do that, it does pull out a lot of players. See, if Smalling is... That's the problem with tight marking. You take a gamble, because if Smalling is marking Batshuayi here, you know, and Bahi's back there, there's a huge hole for them to lay it through. Whereas if you keep sort of a deep defensive line, you know, players are all going to be back here, and it keeps a little bit more shape. So, yeah, we'll start with that, and we'll see what happens. If needed, we will change it up. One thing that I never seem to do, and it annoys me, is changing these. I do not want Pogba taking corners, because he's better in the air, and I want my players to come up for the corners. I wonder if Lindelof would be better to come up for a header. What's Smalling's heading? Ball winning's 87, heading's an 86, and his is an 80. So yeah, it's better to bring up Smalling and Bahi. Alright, fair enough. Looks good. Just check that's right. Yep, works for me. Okie dokie, so let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea and Manchester United, big game, because if we lose this, we'll go 10 points behind, and that is not going to be great. But I hope you guys do enjoy it, and let's see what happens. So another big Premier League game. Manchester United 4th, taking on 3rd place Chelsea. United lose, they go 10 points behind of them, but if they win, they'll close that gap to just 4 points. So it is the Red Devils who get it going. Got 90 minutes here to see if we can get a winner. I'm sure the neutral fans will be hoping for some action-packed football. And here's a good chance early on here for Romelu Lukaku. He got behind his man. Martial. Lindelof. Not a bad-looking ball at all. Wijnaldum. Chelsea have picked up a couple of Liverpool players, in case you were wondering. Wijnaldum and Roberto Firmino. Oh, lovely play by Lukaku. He's still going. It's a brilliant run. He went near post, and Courtois forced to save early. Here is Wijnaldum. Outside of the boot. It's a good-looking ball. A decent volley as well. And David De Gea called into action. Paul Pogba's pass was a shaky one. Luke Shaw. Matic. Rashford. Lukaku has been lively early on. Drills that near post. Oh, that is brilliant. That is a David De Gea type save. Down to his left. I think Rashford thought he'd scored there, if that was him or Martial. It was one or the other. But, oh, what a save. Matic. United just slowing the game down. They're trying to find something here. Martial's onside because they played him on in the middle. And can he deliver it in towards Lukaku? Missed him. Oh, Manolas was doing some head juggling. Chelsea get it away. Bahi wins the header. Alexis. Oh, Rashford. Oh, he's done well there. Luke Shaw delivers it in, and Romelu Lukaku scores again. A towering leap. A bit of pressure by the home side. Right here, I thought Rashford lost it, but he manages to keep it. Laid it out wide, and Luke Shaw's delivery was immaculate. And it's 1-0 to the Reds. Firmino. Lovely ball over the top. There's Costa. David De Gea decided to punch it as opposed to, well, catching it. It's going to be Costa again. This time the defending was good. And this is a good start here by Chelsea. Well played, David De Gea, out for the corner. Chelsea going to make another change. Willian coming on Firmino. It's actually gone out for a goal kick. So even better for United. Alexis with a good header. Pogba. Sanchez, that's nicely done. And Pogba, well, he's given the freedom to come forward, and it's an electrifying finish. Into the top corner, United with a 2-goal cushion. And that's Chelsea's fault. They can only blame themselves. I mean, it's a cheeky little give and go. 1, 2, and then right here, David Luiz is more worried about Lukaku, and he just doesn't close him down. But what a strike. We have another look at it here. I mean, David Luiz, he's backing away, and by the time he decides to come over, Pogba's got his sights set, and it's an absolute thunderous finish. Pogba, him and Alexis have already linked up once. Alexis taking too long on the ball. 10 minutes to spare. Chelsea have got to get a goal. Eden Hazard up against Lindelof. Does well to beat him, but he's there once more. It's back to the volley. It's a good effort. Well, United's final 2 changes for Fellaini, the big Belgium, coming on, and Keane for Sanchez and Pogba. 5 minutes to spare. You wouldn't expect United to go ahead and concede now at this late stage. They're just trying to shut up shop. Lukaku. It's a good looking ball to Keane. But he's drilled that one in back to Lukaku. And it's off the line by Courtois. Chelsea absolutely switching off it. I mean, got 2-3 players around Lukaku, and then David Luiz has run out of steam, and that's a great save. Here comes Costa. Keane, who's just come on, so he'll have the fresh legs, but that's a good looking ball. Willian, he can get it down quickly, and he can score and give Chelsea a bit of a lifeline, but they need the ball. No point celebrating too much, lads. They're not going to celebrate too much, are they? They are. They're going to keep celebrating and just leave that ball in the back of the net. Well, fair enough, but United got caught here. And you can see Rashford didn't stay with Willian. Luke Shaw couldn't keep up with him. It's a tidy finish. But the referee has a look at that watch, and there's the full-time whistle. It's a massive result for Manchester United. 2-1 winners. They're now just 4 points behind Chelsea. So there it is, 6 shots apiece. Pretty even game, especially the second half. We had more on the possession. Man of the match was Lukaku. So the other results, Bournemouth drawing against West Brom. Arsenal, I don't know when the last time Arsenal won a game. They drew against Brighton. Man City beat Burnley. Newcastle beating Crystal Palace. Southampton drawing against Everton. Stoke drew against Huddersfield. Swansea losing to Leicester. Tottenham did win 4-2 against Liverpool. What a big result there. And Watford losing to West Ham United. So it remains the same, but there's certainly some closure that's been happened now. We are 7 points behind Arsenal, 4 against Chelsea, and 10 behind Liverpool. Yeah, there's still a few games to play. I don't think first is reachable, but well, you never know. Top 2, maybe top 3. Tottenham are still right up our backside, but our goal difference is helping out. Bottom of the table, Brighton look like they could be going down with Crystal Palace and Newcastle. Okay, so next up, Olympiacos. Of course, the first match is done. The first leg, it was a narrow 1-0 win. And, well, De Gea, if you haven't seen it, was on some sort of a Superman phase. Just saved everything. And Maniki's starting today, and he's the one who caused the problems when he came on. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he does. But today we're looking good. 89 on the Spirit. We're getting it up there now, which is good to see. I'm going to bring in Valencia today. Lindelof had a decent game at right back, but Antonio Valencia is just, better pace-wise and just a solid player. Bahi, Smalling, Shaw. We're going to go for Matic, Pogba, Mata in the middle. We're going to start Rashford on that Sanchez today on the wing. We're going to rest Martial, and Lukaku will start up top. He's, continuing to bang in those goals. So that's what we're going to go for. Advanced instructions. I think the last game, you know what I like to do? I like to play defensive with Matic. I don't know if I should start that. I will actually start that. We'll play that because I like to have Matic just hold there and not go pushing off. You know what I mean? Doesn't need to do it. We're a goal up here, but if we concede, obviously it changes the whole complexity of the game. Anyway, let's dive right into this one. Europa League, it's the round of 16. We're looking to get into the quarterfinals. For that to happen today, we have to draw or win. Let's see what happens. So, Man United back at Old Trafford today. The rematch against Olympiacos. The 1-0 slight tender lead after that first leg, which means the Greek side know what has to be done. They've got to win by more than one goal or score 2 away goals, and they advance into the quarterfinals. Well, if United score, it means that Olympiacos will need 2 goals. The away goals rule is such an intriguing concept. It means so much to get that away goal. That's towards that near post. Oh, what a chance for Meniki. David De Gea a little bit furious with his defending. But if he scores this, well, what a start it would have been. And it's not far away, outside of the post. Can't sell it. Gets it out wide. This is where Olympiacos are dangerous when the ball's whipped in, and David De Gea there just collecting it twice and making sure he did what was needed. Of course, in the last game it was an error at the back by Olympiacos that gave United that goal, and it was Nemanja Matic who scored it. Olympiacos are playing some nice football though. Milic going to swing that one in towards the near post. Meniki, what a touch. He really is a tough player to handle. And United are going to make a change. Luke Shaw coming off. Hernandez coming on. It's Pogba. It's had a quiet game, Paul Pogba. He's the type of player that when he plays well, generally the whole of United play well. But today, it's been a little bit quiet. And here's Hernandez. Oh, he just tried to cut in the quick diagonal cut, but didn't do what he had to. And now United have got to be careful. Bahi is going to have to completely ignore his man. He did, and look at that. Olympiacos score. The music goes off, and the celebrations start for Olympiacos. What music that is. But right here, should have stayed with his man, and they didn't. Well, Martial is going to place Marcus Rashford as he bombs it off the field. Final minute to play here. Matic. Martial. Valencia. The long looping ball over the top. Lukaku goes flying in. And it looks like we are going to be heading into extra time. And there it is. Extra time beckons, and we still have more football to be played. Alexis Sanchez to fizz this one in. Dangerous looking ball off the line from Smalling's diving header. Wow, what a chance, what a let-off. And now here's a real chance. Oh, for Olympiacos, but they completely fluffed it. 5 minutes on the clock. Oh, Martial. He's stolen it. Oh, he couldn't lay it back. And now Matic wins it. That's Pogba. He goes down. There's nothing wrong with the challenge. This is what United needed to be like at the beginning of the game. And now this is a chance for Olympiacos. And Smalling's managed to get a foot on it. We're into the final 2 minutes. Ball over the top's a good one. Carcella with a volley. Oh, what a save from De Gea. And Valencia has given away a corner. We are in the final minutes of the game. What a time to score. Ball's whipped in, cleared away. Back in towards the mix. Is he going to hit it? Yes, he is. It's wide of the mark, and we have the dreaded penalty shootout. So the tensions are as high as ever. Penalty shootout time. It's never fun. Alexis Sanchez steps up first for United. Alexis takes his time. Composure. Can he make it 1-0? Yes, he can. A nice start. So David De Gea. We know what kind of a goalkeeper he is. And he just stood there and watched, even though apparently he was meant to go one way or the other. Juan Mata. Can he make it 2-1? Yes, he can. For Tunis up against the big man of David De Gea. Romelu Lukaku, who's had a fantastic season so far. That will do for it. 3-2. David De Gea, who's been rooted to his spot twice, and this time is down the middle. Paul Pogba. Can he make it 4-3? Yes, he can. Gillette up against De Gea in goal. A big bit of goalkeeping needed, and David De Gea to the rescue. And it does mean Hernandez has the chance to put United through to the quarterfinals. Theo Hernandez, penalty of his life, and that is emphatic, and Man United advanced to the quarterfinals. It wasn't pretty, but that man there, David De Gea, does it again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, well, we certainly didn't deserve it. I mean, look at that. 2 shots to 8 was not a good performance, and we're going to have to step it up. But we are through. We sail on, and, well, Sanchez was out of the match. So the other results, Juventus advanced 3-3 on aggregate against Inter. Liverpool are out, losing to Bordeaux. Villarreal beat Everton 5-3. Arsenal advancing, coming back in the first leg. Bayern Munich beat Köln. Athletic Bilbao knocked out Garnatoba. What a shame. Of course, we just about sneaked through. And Feyenoord beating Leipzig. So Romelu Lukaku's a nickname. They've now called him Thunder Thighs. Sounds a bit sexual. So we have a look at the quarter-final draw for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look here. Bordeaux, Villarreal, Manchester United, Athletic Bilbao, Juventus, Arsenal, and Feyenoord, Bayern Munich. Well, I am not disappointed with that, to be honest. I mean, we could have picked up Juve, Arsenal, or Bayern Munich. I will take Athletic Bilbao, but I won't take them lightly. Okay, so next up is a couple of big games back-to-back. We're taking on Everton and then Liverpool. A couple of Merseyside teams, so these are going to be really, really difficult. No joke there. Mata, you know what, he's been playing well. So, yeah, definitely not going anywhere. Let's have a look quickly at how things are going with the old team status. Has it gone up at all? 37%. I mean, I think at one point it was on 31. So it could be worse. But, yeah, we'll just keep plugging away. We got lucky as hell in the last match. I hope you guys enjoy it. I was pretty nervous and just wanted to win, really, and try and keep things going, because really at the moment, Europa League and the FA Cup is the only thing we have going for us. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.